Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and today I'm evaluating some cold damaged plants, specifically sweet peas. These were planted last fall. They were doing great until the middle of March when we got down to 22 degrees and they basically burned to the ground. It's been about 3 weeks since then. They haven't reflushed, so I've decided I'm going to cut them down and sow more seeds. So let me show you that process. So you can see here, they actually had flower buds on them and everything. It was really sad that they succumbed to the cold. I'm not going to pull them out. I'm just going to cut them down. As you see, they do still have some green at the base. However, I don't know that that's going to be enough to actually push them to grow actively. I'm just going to sow a fresh round of seeds right here along this cattle fence arch. I'm going to do it on both sides. You can see this side, the sweet peas are also basically burnt all the way to the ground. So I'm going to take this opportunity to replant, and hopefully we'll have enough time that they'll grow without melting from the summer heat. Zone 7 actually can be kind of tricky for a lot of different crops because we're too hot in the summer, but we're too cold in the winter. And this has led me to do a lot of experimentation for best times to seed. Usually the information on the seed pack doesn't actually relate to this climate here. Often that information is like best for zone 5. So every year is different and it can be really discouraging. I was looking back at pictures, and 2 years ago on this day, I had beautiful sweet peas in full bloom. But that was a year where we didn't have as many temperature extremes. It's not really that 22 degrees is that cold. It's that the plants were really tender because we had been frost-free for several weeks. So when that cold snap did hit, it did a lot more damage than if the plants had been, acclimated to cooler temperatures. So you can see this is a pack of Bouquet Blend from Botanical Interests, fabulous seed source. And I always soak my sweet pea seeds in hot tap water for a few hours before I plant them. This just helps get them hydrated and they'll germinate more quickly. I would say don't soak them for more than 12 hours. I usually say just like 2 or 3 hours is plenty of time. So these have been soaking. No, the water doesn't have to stay hot. Just start with hot tap water and just set it on your counter. And so now I'm just going to literally thumb these into the ground, and hopefully they'll germinate relatively quickly. Okay, you can see I've dug a small trench. Just going to pour that water out. And just gonna put some seeds in. I'm gonna plant them pretty close. My goal is to have something growing on this cattle fence arch. And I don't plan on doing my tomatoes until mid to late June. So hopefully these sweet peas will take off and look like something super showy and beautiful. But if they don't, not a big loss. I'll at least know I tried. And like I said, every season here is different, and sometimes you have crop failures and it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with these extreme weather events that we continuously experience. Well, I hope you'll be inspired to sow some sweet peas for yourself if your plant suffered from recent cold snaps like mine did. And remember, it's not your fault when plants get damaged in these, weather extremes. It's just part of the reality of gardening, and I don't want you to feel discouraged in any way. It really does happen to everyone. Well, if you found this video to be helpful, please give me a like, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe to the Bree the Plant Lady YouTube channel for more practical gardening advice. As always, thanks so much for watching, everybody.